What's going on, everybody? David here. Today we're going to talk about how to get free money using credit cards. But first off, on this channel we talk about inspiring people to travel more using points. If that sounds like something interesting to you, please hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the little bell icon so you can get future updates on my videos. Okay, so I'm sure you heard this before. If you get credit cards, you can get free money. They have points and rewards and frequent flyer programs and all that good stuff. So how do you really do it? So that's what I want to talk about today. There is a way for you to get money and rewards, benefits and stuff like that with these credit cards if you use them the right way. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first thing we need to talk about is you need to get a travel rewards credit card or a cashback credit card. So you need to get something that's going to give you some rewards in return for using the card. So you use it for your everyday spend, and that's how you get the points, and those points turn into cash if you want to use it for cash, travel, cashback, all that good stuff. Okay, now when it comes to regular credit cards, don't use regular credit cards. Don't get regular credit cards. I never use regular credit cards. I always have either a travel rewards credit card or a cashback card. I use it for both my personal and business, and that's how I go about it. So never, never, never carry a balance on your credit cards. You always want to pay it off. Like I said, I pay every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks I'm paying my credit cards off. Some people pay it every week. You can pay it every month, but you never want to carry a balance, because once you start getting into that interest game, they're going to win because they're making money on you all that time. So if I'm using my credit cards, I'm earning points, and I'm paying it off every 2 weeks, they never have a chance at my money. And the only way they're making money is merchant fees. So anytime I go into a store and I make a purchase, they're making money on those merchant fees that they charge the retailer or they charge the store wherever I am. So you want to make sure, I cannot overemphasize this, pay it off every month and have a routine. My routine, every 2 weeks, I'm always checking my credit card statement every time. So I know exactly what's going on with it, and I make sure it's paid off. So that's number one. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is sign-up bonuses. Usually if you have a travel rewards credit card or even cashback cards, you'll get a sign-up bonus. So in the first 3 months, if you spend a certain amount of money, then they'll give you a bonus, either 50,000 points, 25,000 points, even I've seen it as high as 100,000 points with some cards. So you want to make sure you hit that sign-up bonus, because if you hit that sign-up bonus, you have a head start. So if you want to travel and things like that, if you get a 50,000 sign-up bonus, that's good enough for 2 round-trip tickets anywhere in the U.S. with the exception of Hawaii. So that's a really good value. You want to make sure you hit the sign-up bonus. Usually you have to spend about $3,000 within the first 3 months, $3,000 to $4,000 within the first 3 months. And once you've done that, then they'll give you the bonus there. So make sure you hit that sign-up bonus. That's an easy way to make free money, because I don't care how much the annual fee is on the card, and a lot of the annual fees, they waive it for the first year, so you don't have to pay it until the next year. So you can get that 50,000 points, and you'll have that. You'll have the 2 round-trip tickets if you want to do that. You can do a cashback. If you cash back, it's anywhere from $500 to $600, depending on how much they value the points. So you're making money right out of the gate. So that gives you the free money that we're talking about here. You sign up for a card, you hit the sign up bonus, there's some free money right there. Okay, I talked a little bit about this before, but using your credit card for all of your spend. So I have travel credit cards. I use them for all my spend. And I'm just going to give you kind of an example. So let's say I have the Chase Sapphire Reserve, which is a great card. I do have that card right now. I use it for primarily everything that I purchase. So let's say the highest category that they'll give you is 3 points for every dollar spent, and the lowest category that they'll give you is 1 point for every dollar spent on different purchases. So we're going to average that out. We'll say 2 points for every dollar spent across the board. So let's say in a year's time, I spend $20,000 in groceries, restaurants, travel, all the stuff that I normally use. So I'm not doing anything out of the ordinary. So I'm using it just like my debit card. I'm not purchasing anything I don't have money for in the bank. And so I spend $20,000 in that year's time. Okay, I get 2 points for every dollar spent. So at the end of the year, I have 40,000 points that I've accrued with that card. So 40,000 points can get you pretty far. You can pretty much fly anywhere in the U.S. with 40,000 points. You can fly to Hawaii with 40,000 points as well. So you can get around. You can fly to some other countries. So 40,000 points, a round trip ticket. It's not unheard of to spend less than 40,000 to do that round trip ticket. So just think, every year, if I use my card just like I would normally use it, not paying anything, not spending on anything that I wouldn't normally spend on, I can still get enough, earn enough points to fly somewhere within the U.S. or fly, like I'm flying to Colombia. 40,000 points will get me to Colombia easily. Fly economy, round trip. So just something to think about. That's another way where you're getting free money because you're earning these points. And you might as well earn points. I always tell people this: if you're using your debit card, you're not getting any points on that. If you're using credit cards that don't give you any points, why are you doing it? You can earn points. So not only can you save money, so have money, you're saving money on the side, but when you do your everyday purchases, when you go to the grocery store, when you go to the gym, when you go anywhere you go, use your credit card and you can earn points. So it's really important to think along those lines, and that's how you get free money. So another thing you want to think about, and this is not necessarily money, but it's benefits. You get benefits with these cards. So if you have like the Chase Sapphire Reserve, you can use that. You can use the Priority Pass. You can stay in lounges, and there is a value to the lounge. Like it's usually like $28 to purchase the lounge access if you want to do that, but you're getting it for free, so you don't have to pay anything for that. You also get restaurant credits. They have participating restaurants at airports where you can go in there, you can get a meal, you can get up to $30 credit, so you don't have to pay anything. On my last trip to Hawaii, I used the Priority Pass restaurant credit. I was able to go to P.F. Chang's and get 2 meals. Had one when I was there and then took another one on the plane for me for the trip. So those are other ways, different benefits that you get with the cards, travel insurance and things like that. You're going to get that with the Travel Reward credit card. So something to think about. It might not necessarily, you might not see it as just money, but there are benefits, and those benefits cost money, and you don't have to pay for those benefits. Just going into a lounge and getting some water and a soda and some snacks, that costs money at the airport, but you don't have to pay for it because you have a Travel Rewards credit card. So those things are really good to think about as well, and that's another way you can make free money. Okay, and the last thing I want to talk about, and this is for travelers, people who travel a lot, no foreign transaction fees. So these credit cards, they don't have foreign transaction fees for the most part. So you want to make sure that you check each credit card that you're looking at. But most of them don't have foreign transaction fees, so I don't have to pay anything additional. So if I'm in another country, I can use the card. And usually when I do travel to other countries, I use my credit card as much as possible. And I only use cash if I absolutely have to. And so I don't have to pay a lot of these different fees. You go to the ATM, you get money out, you need to pay a fee and things like that. So for the most part, I can avoid all those fees by using my credit card. So it's just another reason why using a credit card is a smart thing to do. And you don't have to carry a lot of money on you. Usually I will have some cash with me. When I get there, I'll exchange it, so I'll have some of the local currency. But I don't have to bring a lot of cash with me because I know I can use my credit card for pretty much any purchase. In most countries now, they accept credit cards all over the world. So it's not ever really an issue. The only time is like if you're maybe getting street food or something like that, or you're buying some souvenirs on the street, then you might need to use cash in those situations. But for the most part, you can use your credit card for almost everything. And so you don't have to pay those foreign transaction fees. You save a lot of money in that sense. So I know you're probably saying, well, you have to pay an annual fee on most of these cards, and you pay an annual fee so it offsets the money that you make back and all that. In most situations, if you are doing it the right way, you are going to earn more points and get more benefits than you're putting into that card if you do things the right way. If you travel enough, you're definitely going to make benefit. Just like I said, the restaurant credit itself, that's a $30 credit. So you get a $30 credit every time you go to a restaurant. That resets every 2 hours. So let's say I'm flying to Hawaii, I have a layover. I go to my first airport, I do my restaurant credit, use the restaurant credit there, then I fly to where I have a layover, they have another restaurant there, I get another meal there. That's $60 right there, $60 just in that. So you can really make your money back and then get even more than that in return. So don't worry about the annual fees. The annual fees are there, but a lot of times they will throw in credits, so airline credits and things like that. That will help you out when it comes down to it. I talk about the Chase Sapphire Reserve a lot because I do have that card, and it's a $450 annual fee. And I know you're saying, $450? Why would you pay $450 for a card? Well, you get a $300 travel credit, so that drops it down to $150. And like I said, all these other little credits that I talked about before, you're going to make money on all those transactions. I go to a lounge. That costs money to go to that lounge. If I want to go to a lounge, they have showers and stuff like that. I can go to the lounge and enjoy all that. That costs money. Going to a restaurant, we all know, costs money. But if I'm getting a credit on that, then I'm making my money. So I talked about the whole scenario. In a year's time, you've spent $20,000 on this card, and you're getting 2 points for every dollar spent. So now you're looking at 40,000 points. That's what you have, 40,000 points, which is equivalent to $400. And that's the worst value that you can get out of it. Like that's the lowest value you'll get is $400. So that pays right there, almost by itself pays for the annual fee. But then you get that credit back anyway. You get the $300 credit back. It's one of those things, if you know how to use those cards, you're going to come out on top every time. So it's very important to understand that. So that's how to make free money with credit cards. And it works. I've been doing it for the last 3 years. I've been traveling pretty much anywhere that I want to go. First class, business class, all that good stuff, staying in really nice hotels. And it's all working out. And it's all because of credit cards. I don't save money outside. I don't use the money that I save. I don't use for my trips. I use points. And then when I get to the destination, yeah, I'll use little money here and there. But generally, the most expensive things you're going to pay for is airfare and hotel. Once you have those taken care of, in a lot of countries, it's a lot less. Like the dollar goes a lot further. So you'll get to these other countries and you'll find that you spend $15 in a whole day for all of your meals. So just things like that to think about. Just wanted to share that with you guys. But more importantly, do you guys make free money or do you guys get free money with credit cards? Please post it down below. I'd love to know your stories. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.